Oh yeah, that one's burning motor oil for sure. Like the whole plug's oily. Getting some blow by on that one. Look. Like the whole thing's greasy. So, a little sneak peek of what you're going to be seeing next month. We've 4-linked Matt's truck. Hey guys, a little cold out this morning. The old truck's needing to warm up, but we're about to. Once she gets warmed up, we're gonna head over to Matt's house for a few minutes. It looks like this steering wheel might accidentally fit in my truck. The question is, can I? Can I get it off of there? Get my fish all up here. Watch me fumble with this.
Riding the struggle bus.
Yeah, indeed. All right, impact, battery. Is this the one that fits that? It is. Yay. That one and that one. Yeah, I had to go buy these special because they didn't come in the kit. Oh. I don't know if they're gonna be long enough. They're not long enough because I'll break the plastic if I try and do that. Dadgummit. All right, we need to see if we can find some of these that are a lot longer. I know.
You need to go buy them.
I need to be out here.
Because I ain't got none of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This rubber, dude. It's not even plastic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, check that out. That looks like I have a Lincoln or something.
It is out of a Lincoln. That's exactly what that's out of.
Somebody's old Lincoln car. All that hot rod Lincoln.
It actually might be out of a Mercury.
Yeah?
You put them back together?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to lose the hardware.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but I'm gonna at least get them started in there.
Oh, that's good.
You know.
Heck yeah.
Crazy about a Mercury. Here, that's yours.
Yep.
I don't want to steal your screwdriver.
Appreciate that.
You also don't want me stealing your screwdriver.
You're right. You are correct.
All right. Well, all right. So I know that I can go and get longer bolts and pull that. And heck, if I get the Moncla, maybe I can find another one that. Well, it'd be cool to have one that at least says Ford on it, you know.
Yep.
Ah, easy. What's the steering wheel on that thing look like?
Different.
Oh yeah, completely different. It's all modern looking.
It's got cruise too.
It does, in fact. All the rest of these trucks have the old standard, but you're going to use these trucks. I don't want to go parting out stuff that you want to keep, you know?
I mean, well, I don't want you pulling that one. Yeah, I don't know.
This, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, and I'm scared to like tear it up, but same thing, you pull that rubber out and you got to pull that nut, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I gotta have the same problem here that I have on that one.
Right.
But like the black Ford steering wheel would be better than, you know.
Yeah. That column there, I want that column because it's a manual on the tree column.
Yeah, I don't need the column, I just want the wheel.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna use that column, you may as well keep the wheel that matches it.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Okay, well that's what I wanted to know. I know it now. Yeah, I may take off. I don't know, I gotta see what's going on at work, but I might take off Monday and go to Moncla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey folks, we are back today at the Moncla salvage yard, one of my favorite places in the world. We're looking for some parts of the F600. Let's go see what we can find. Well, see, there's a big GMC right there. That ain't what I'm looking for. There's a F700. Hey, that badge right there is what I need. But I need to say F600. Yeah, no mirror. Oop. No mirrors on either side. There's the D I need though. Oh, what size steering wheel's in this rig? See, he's got the doors that I want. And he's got the steering wheel that I'm looking for. That's actually lovely. Oof. All right. That's very cool. There's a lot of parts right there that I could use. What about this door? Is it? Yeah, it's pretty rusty there. It's got a radio. That's cool. It's got a tree growing through it. I know that there's some other trucks over here. Me and Matt came and looked at them. Oh, look, what's this? Is this a 600? It's a 600. Nice. Well, there's a badge. And there's a mirror. Oh. See, that's actually the door I want. What size is this ginormous steering wheel? This is bigger than the stick. This is the one I'm running now. Yeah. Yeah, so that one that I was looking at is like a lot smaller. Oh, that's cool, that Ford blank off plate. There's a badge. Ooh, be gentle with it, Barrett. Alright, there is an F600 back there. Green. Nice to know. Alright. And it has a ginormous size steering wheel. Connected? No. How the heck does that work? That's just a trailing one. There's a whole axle into there that's not being used for nothing. Somebody modified this truck. That's wild. That's cool. There's the D that I need. Lovely. Oh yeah, what year model is this rig? Oh, here we go. Here's something. There's no door sticker there. Cool. Got the bud wheels on it. All right, no other trucks I want to look at. Where are they at? Hey, brother. Oh, no. I took off. The junkyard? I'm standing in the junkyard. I actually found an F600. I didn't know if I was gonna find the right badging, but I found one. And dude, that year model truck, and I don't know if it's the same as mine, but it's close. It's that same dent side body style as the rest of them we got. And it does have the push button doors. Yep. I knew they made them. Oh yeah. Well, it's recorded, but yeah. I am. Well, that's all I'm gonna come back out here with a chainsaw. There's an old Ford dent side. If I can get around to him. There's a Ford bump side. Oh, there's two dent sides. This one was so buried in the weeds I couldn't see it. What kind of, he got the, yeah, see how it's got the two slots in the door there? I can't replace that handle with that push button handle because I have a big old hole in my door there. Go! He got a little old hot rod and steering wheel in there. That's kind of not the direction I want to go in. Somebody was hot rodding this truck in 06. That's cool. Here's an F350 with a caved in door. And it's got the flying wing design. I don't need that. Check you out. Here's a F600 with the small letters in the front and the fancy badge built into the indicator light. Ow, that hurt. It's got the mirrors I'm looking for. It's got two of them. If I can get them off there. I really need that passenger side one over there. Well, all the glass broke out of it. Well, maybe I can get that frame and this mirror. And it's got the push button doors. Look at that. Hey, Matt didn't think that was a thing. That is a thing. But this is a bump side. I don't know what year model that is. But it's older than mine. All right, so I made a deal on them parts. I'm about to go harvest them. Hey folks, so the fella that owns the junkyard did have a steering wheel that I wanted, but he wanted my old steering wheel back, and I'm not sure that I wanted to trade him steering wheels and to give him money, so I'm thinking that over. In the meantime, I'm going to borrow this steering wheel off of one of Matt's old trucks just so that I can try out driving the 600 with a smaller diameter steering wheel. So I'm over here at Matt's house about to steal his steering wheel off the white truck, which is actually looks like a either Lincoln or Mercury steering wheel. Oh, that truck's in the air. I'm just gonna walk around. I don't feel like going through the shop. Let's go around this way. So there's the white truck in question. Let's see if I can get over here without breaking my lips or something. There's the steering wheel. Now, let me see if I can get it off of here. Can you see me in the steering wheel? Yep, okay, good. Let's see what we got here. First thing I need to do is unscrew the faceplate off of here. Make sure I don't lose these screws because I'm going to need them again. Come out of there. There we go. And of course, there's windshield right here on my knuckles. That's not fun. Is that? Okay, that's loose. Whew. Yeah, make sure I lose that. I'm going to go ahead and stick them back in there. So I don't lose them. All right, that's that. I got no room to work. All right, now then, all this is, can I unplug this? All right. All right, and all right, cool. So the horn button's built into the, that's interesting. All right, I got all that. Now then, I went and picked me up another wheel puller because the one that I had wouldn't fit in there. Let's see if this one will fit in there. These are the right size. Yes. Oh. Still, okay, so I went and bought some longer bolts. Let's see if they'll go in there and give me the room that I need. Where did I put them at? Well, there they are. Here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'll do this. Back this off considerably. All right. Because the ones that I already had weren't long enough. Boy, these are going to be close. Let's see what size that is. My elbow. Half inch? Yes, it is half inch. Cool. Cool. Where's that gonna go? Boy, that really doesn't give me a lot. I don't want to break my rubber. And this is in the way. Of course it is. Get over here. Now, can I get that down in there to even get it started? It doesn't look like it. No, that's going to break. All right. What are the odds that Matt has something shorter? Well, you're in there, and that does stick out further than that, but not quite enough. Dead gummit. Let me see if Matt's got a wheel puller that's skinnier than mine. Let's go look at Matt's shop. Because the bolts that I wanted to get were 4-inch, but they didn't have them. They had 3-inch. Let's just see. Of course, he ain't got no lights on in here. Pickup truck in the air. Let's turn a light on and look for Matt's wheel pulling devices. Goal. So he's got a huger one than I have, but not a smaller one than I have. All right. The other one that I've got, the 3-armed one, is slimmer. Maybe it'll work. I'm just keep piecing stuff together. Maybe I'll eventually get this figured out. Maybe I went and bought this 2-hole one for nothing. I mean, it's a handy tool. I'm sure I'll use it. Where? Oh, where? There's that part of it. Where's the flat part of it? Good grief. Oh, it's stuck up the side of here. All right, let's see if that will get me where I need to be. Now that those bolts are actually taller than the plastic. I mean, that might accidentally work. Let's try that on for size. At the same size, am I that lucky? I am that lucky. How about that? Two. Alright. So, will that go down in there? I might accidentally be in business, folks. Alright, we gotta take this out. I wonder if there's any hunter in here with me. Am I catching me some hunter virus? Alright. That out, put this back on. Dagnabbit. Now you were just in there. Why are you not starting now? Okay. Centered up there. My glasses on, make sure I'm centered up good. That looks pretty centered. All right, here goes nothing, folks. Oop, there it went. Take this back out. Set it down. Remove my bolts. It tastes hunter. All right, cool. Cool. All of this in there. And my steering wheel. Ta-da! Now I don't know. Yeah, see that one? The mechanism's a little different than mine. I bet my horn thingy is different too. Question is, will it fit on the shaft and bolt down? That is the question. All right, we'll put this back in the box. Close all that up. Now I got a steering wheel, maroon in color. How about that? Crazy about a Mercury. All right. Cool, cool, cool. That and that and that and the camera. We'll go home and see if it fits. If I can get out of here without dying 13 times. All right, truck, tool bag, steering wheel. I got too much stuff here in my hands. And this here Canberra. All right. I'll go home and see if this will bolt up. Now I drove the truck over here to Matt's the other day, just because, you know, why not drive it? And I was doing good going down the road until I got to the highway, Highway 28, and she started stumbling again. So that's soft. So now I got to go and see if I fouled out a couple of spark plugs, perhaps. All right. Tool bag, mirror, steering wheel. There we go, getting parts together. And then of course I've got badges in the cup holder there. So now we're gonna head home. All right. So there we go. Now it says forward. Let's see if we can get this other emblem off without damaging it further. It's already broke. So how bad can it be, right? Where's that little tool? There it is. So you're gonna gently and work that out. All right. There's not a good place for me to set you at to look at this. Make sure the little pin is free in the... There we go. See, the pin slides out. Now we'll take this one. Stick that back in there. Back in there. But the same style. Looks like it's somebody painted over it a little bit. And gently push that back in. There we go. And it says F600 again instead of F60. Oh, I'm going to take these little things and stick them on these pins just so I don't lose them. There's a theme here. I don't like losing hardware if I can help it. And these little clips might come in handy again one day on another project, because they're not building these old vehicles no more. Let's take these and this in the bag. Now, let's go pull this steering wheel off and see if my Ford Lincoln Mercury steering wheel fits it. I think that it should. I really do. Set that there. Put this bag over here and that over there. Now then, I pulled the horn button off when I walked up because I was just curious what the. Have I showed y'all that? I'm pretty sure I've showed y'all that, but I'll show you again. So the horn button has these 3 little tabs that lock into. Oh goodness! Don't throw the camera at the. See these 3 little 1, 2, 3 slots, and so the whole thing literally. You push the spring down and line up the little slots. And it quarter turns on. That's it. Remove it, same thing. Quarter turn, and it pops out. That's the horn button. All right, so if I remember right, when I was driving this truck, from my vantage point behind the steering wheel here, the bump in the hood and this lined up, going straight down the road. So this is straight. So when I put the new steering wheel on, I should be able to orient it straight and it'll drive straight. That's my theory anyway. We'll see if that works. So first thing I'm going to do is find the nut. That's too big. That's closer. What is that? 15/16. I think that's the one I used. Because I don't think. Yep, nope. So 15/16. Yeah. All right. There's my nut. Set it right there out the way. Now then, I'll be using this one again. Where's my big bolt? There's my big bolt. So, first thing we're going to do is center that up. Gah. Gah. Start one. And start the second one. Yep. Okay. Need that one a little bit. Oh. There it went. Remove that. remove these. And I didn't have to pay 50 bucks for a steering wheel. Of course, you know, I'm going to owe Matt something. Okay, let's see how that works. Question is, how will it work on this steering wheel? No way. Will that just pop off there? It'd be cool if it did. We'll get to that in a minute. First, I need to see if these splines will even line up. So, I mean, that's pretty stinking cool. Yeah, it's going straight down the road that way. You see this? This little pin right here? And you see how it's got like a C-clip that's just kind of clipped it around there? That little thing is what trips the mechanism over here for my blinker. So if that will fit on there, then my blinker will just work. Can I get it off? That's the question, isn't it? It doesn't look like it's held on with anything other than just friction. I'm turning it. It's lovely. Lovely. Would you look at that? Just look at that. Get something else. Here we go. Give me a little leverage. I don't want to break my steering wheel. Oh, no. Gah. Fell off on the ground. Down the leaves. Now I gotta go hunt for it. Found it. Yay. So then, I don't know if it's going to work. And I can probably make it go. But I don't think I'd be clearing these little contacts, which make my horn work. That would be less than fun. So, put that in the bag for now. Just mount the steering wheel. Now this steering wheel sits up a little bit prouder than that one did. extension. Actually, before I do all that, I do want to plug this up and just see if my horn button will work, because that would be handy to have a horn button, don't you think? Ooh. What is it doing? That's crazy. What the heck is that? Why is this steering wheel making the truck go dink dink, dink dink? I guess I'm gonna have to do some more research. I don't know if that's like making my horn relay come on. That's bizarre. What is it doing? Why is it doing it? Yep, okay. So it'll work, but it won't. All right. So the steering wheel will work, but it won't work with this truck's electronics. How about that? Don't that make all the sense in the world? So here a little while back, one of you commented that I needed to get a set of string lights and hang up in the ceiling, and it'd probably help brighten up the shop a little bit. And so I took that advice. I looked around online and I found a set of string lights from off of Amazon. They are, let's see if I can find the, well, big gum. So I got excited when the lights came in, and I didn't record. Well, I didn't record with this camera. I'm sure I've got footage with the shop cameras. But here's the box. This is what it looks like. So it's a string of 10 lights. And so I got up in the ceiling and hung them up. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when you turn the light on, they all come on. So now the shop is quite brightly lit. I don't have any dark corners anymore. You can see the front wall completely. You can see how dirty the front wall is. And the ladder's still up. I was doing this at like 9 o'clock last night. But anyway, I did that. Matt and I had an opportunity to go and perused an old aircraft hangar earlier today, and I was able to find a lot of cool old aircraft tools that for pretty cheap, like it was a estate sale kind of a thing. So if you look in here, a rivet gun and a set of safety wire pliers and some Clecos and Cleco pliers. They're in here somewhere. Good old rasp. Some extra long drill bits. These are called, pretty sure they're all cobalt drill bits. A set of punches. Wire crimpers. Another C-squeeze. So I have one of these and now I have a second set. These are swivel head, which is kind of neat. This is trying to fall off this chair. A cool old can of Never Dull. I'm pretty sure that is like Brasso. Big can of it. I just thought it was a neat old can. It sounds like the stuff inside is pretty much dried out, but maybe I'll open that up and have a look in there. All kind of bucking bars for bucking rivets. Hey, for getting inside little tight places inside the plane. Pretty neat stuff. Oh, yeah, and a whole box of tools there and a bunch of solid rivets. Now they're all mixed up and assorted, but then all of these in these little containers are, looks like he actually had them in the right sizes, or like sizes. So anyway, I'll show you that footage too of us looking around inside this old hangar. But today, or this afternoon rather, I want to go out and crank up the old F600 and see if I can figure out why it's developed a miss again. I don't got enough hands. There we go. So, set you guys here. Okay. And a pair of pliers. And let's see if we can figure out which cylinder or cylinders is missing. Running a 4-cylinder again, folks. That's just great. All right. So, running a 4-cylinder. I've put little dots on those 4 that are not firing. So, now I get to pull them and look at the plug. Oh yeah, that one's burning motor oil for sure. Like the whole plug's oily. Getting some blow by on that one. Like the whole thing's greasy. Well, that'd be why it's that one's missing anyway. Didn't look bad, yet they seem to be missing. This one was just coated in oil. So that one obviously has the piston rings are blowing by. Might be time to think about an engine on this old truck. Might be time to think about an engine, because this one might be in bad shape. Lovely. All right. Put a plug back on it, on each one. My arms ain't long enough to do this. Yep. It might be time for a rebuild or just a complete new engine. Well, that's all I got for now. I guess I'm gonna start looking for a new engine block for this thing. I mean, I'll talk to Matt. Maybe we pull it out and rebuild it, but I don't know if it's worth rebuilding, honestly. Might be time for an upgrade. So the question is, what do I want to upgrade it to? Do I want to go with a big block gas burner or stuff a diesel in it? I know everyone's all diesel, you know. But I kind of agree with old Matt Wetzel that that diesel's heavy, you know. You get it off in a mud hole or in the sand and it just wants to sink. The gasoline engine's a lot lighter. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna keep on thinking on that one. So guys, been doing a lot of work on the old F600. I found some cool parts that I needed, but then I ran into some problems, and the engine on that truck has cylinder number 3 is slobbering bad. The spark plug looks like you literally threw it in a bucket of oil and then picked it up, stuck it back in the engine block.
They're not supposed to be like that?
They're not supposed to look like that, yeah.
Right.
And that was the worst one. There were 3 others that weren't firing. So it's a 4-cylinder yet again.
Sweet.
Yeah. But then Joey came in to work with Matt and I on Matt's truck. And so a little sneak peek of what you're going to be seeing next month. We've 4-linked Matt's truck. So there's a whole lot that went into that, but be looking for that next month.
Stick around for that video.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
But we love you guys, and it's been a joy having Joey in town.
It's been a lot of fun.
And we'll see you next time. God bless.